Okay, so this is a pretty simple touch sensor program, but more importantly, you need to understand something called the motor and sensor setup window. Let's take a look at the program first, just so you'll understand what we're going to be referring to. These top two lines are generated whenever you're using a sensor. Obviously, right here where it says sensor indicates that you're going to be using some sensor. S1 indicates that it's on port 1. Over here, sensor light active is the type of sensor, and in this case that's for a light sensor. The second line, sensor, indicates that we're using some sensor. S3 indicates that it's on port 3, and sensor touch indicates that it's a touch sensor. But in order to make these programs work, whenever you refer to the sensor within the program, which I'm doing in this line down here, this says while some sensor, in this case touch, is equal to 0, do something. And we'll get into the programming later. But this word right here is the name of the sensor, and that must match exactly what is written up here. And at this point, we don't have anything written up here. How do you make those two things match? You do it in the motor and sensor setup window. So let's go there. You click on Robot, scroll down, and you see motor and sensor setup. There are 3 tabs: standard models, motors, and sensors. Since we're working with sensors, we want this one. And the key here is that on port 3, notice we have the touch sensor. We need this box to match what we had in the program, which, if you recall, it was touch, lowercase. I could have made this all capital letters. I could have made it capital T, small O-U-C-H. But whatever I do, it must match what's back in the program. So in this case, that was all lowercase. And if I click OK, notice up here the word touch now appears. And this must match this. Every time we refer to a sensor in a program, it must match whatever it was named in the motor and sensor setup.